this is Sam, the Frugal Hugel gardener. I'm outside in front of my Mexican sunflower, and I was out here cutting them down, taking a machete and chopping them down to the ground. And then I decided, let me show you on video. Normally I show a video of me chopping them down. There's two different types of machetes. This is a lightweight, this is a heavyweight. This works really good on the thick stuff down below. This works good on the thinner stuff. And then I have a chainsaw. So let me do something different today. I'm going to take you around, show you what I chopped down with the machete, and then what I need to chainsaw. This way you don't have to watch me sweating. I'll just explain it. Then I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it and how I'm going to chop and drop it and make liquid compost fertilizer out of it. So let's get going. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and chopped these down. You can see where I chopped them. I didn't finish this yet. And then I got it away from the shed all the way up. So now I want to go ahead and chop this. Okay, so let's more sun get on my banana plants that are in pots. It's going to allow more sun to get on my fruit trees. And right over here you can see I cut this whole row down. They were hanging over onto my banana plants, so I still need to cut all that down. Okay, and right over here I went ahead and cut this all down by hand with the machete. Now this is going to allow sun to get in there and help those plants out. Okay, so I'm going to come back to these with the chainsaw and cut it about a foot off the ground. It's just easier for me to cut the tall stuff down with the machete and then pile it up. I'm going to take these and I'm going to drag it out here in a pile and come over here with my forklift, pick it up and go put it in a pile where I want it. And then come back and cut those down with the chainsaw. And it doesn't have to be done in one day. But when you cut them with the chainsaw, if you cut down all the tall stuff, it's not falling on top of you and it's not binding up your chain when a big branch falls and crimps the chain. So take off all the leaves first, the tall stuff. That's the stuff you want to chop and drop anyway, is all the leaves. And then when you cut the other stuff down, you can just let it drop in place. Okay, so right over here, I got two different machetes. Here's some thin branches, and I could just come in, and you can see on an angle that cuts right through. But on the thicker stuff, it's going to have time. So I use the larger one. The larger one is heavier, and you can see it just cut through that real easy. I can swing this all day. This one here, your wrist starts getting tired because it's twice as heavy. Okay, so right over here, I'm going to show you how I utilize the chainsaw to cut these down. It's good to cut them down. I do it like 3 times a year, evenly, about a foot off the ground or so. Don't have to be exact. And that's going to allow these to shoot out really quick and grow a nice greenery bush around it. And the winter's coming up. So before we have a hard frost, I'll probably be able to just cut off all the green one more time. So let me show you. Okay, so as you can see, that makes a nice round clump about a foot off the ground. You can see how low it is. And that's going to shoot out all new growth now. Okay, so with all this stuff, it's real easy. I just take them like this. I stack them up. I stack those up in several piles, and I just come in and lift them up with the fork and take them and set them down for chop and drop. Or just put them in a big pile, and all those leaves in about 3 or 4 days, they're going to wilt and they're just going to fall off. You can shake them and take apart all the stems, and all the leaves will be separate, and you can rake them up. And I'll show you how I make the compost tea in a second. But with all the remainder over here, you could take them and you could put them in your wood chipper. They'll go into a bag, and you can put those wood chips all the way around all your plants, and that takes care of that. So let's go check out how I do compost tea. Okay, so I have a lot of videos down below on making compost tea. All you gotta do is go to that little magnifying glass, that's for the search. Just put in compost tea, it'll search my channel, and you'll come across my videos. Or on the main page, you'll see where I make compost tea, or just go down to where the video tab is and look down, you'll find them. But basically what you do, you could do them while they're green, or you could wait for them to wilt. I have a video down below when they wilt it in a pile. They just all fall off real easy. They sag, they droop, they fall off easy. But what you want to do with this, follow me, I'll show you. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take barrels, and you want to take the leaves and just stick it in the barrel and fill up the barrel with water. And after a while, the liquid's going to turn that dark. That's compost tea in there. Okay, so this one here I put leaves in. You can see them on top. They're kind of floating. But if I push down on it, you see it breaks through. See that? It's real dark. Every now and then you got to come out and just stir it up and push it down. I got this PVC pipe as a stirrer. Now I'm not going to do that right now because I'm using the video and I'm doing one hand. Okay, so I'm back to where I started. It's real simple. Grow your Mexican sunflower. They grow in clumps. They're non-invasive. They don't spread. The seeds don't start growing new plants because they're sterile. They're a sterile cavalier. Once they grow to a certain height, cut them down any way you want. Use machetes, use a chainsaw, use both. Take them around and just chop them. And you could drop them around all your plants if you don't mind the way they look, or strip off all the leaves when they're green, or pile them up, and in about a couple days they'll wilt and they'll fall off. Depending on whether the sun's out, it's hot or cold, it might take a few more days. And then rake up those leaves and put them in a drum, pack it down, fill up the drum with water, and in 2 months, 3 months, you're gonna have good dark compost tea. And I got videos down below on how I go around and fertilize with it. It's as simple as that. Now the reason why you want to do that, it's 100% organic, and the cost factor, once you're growing these, it's free. All you gotta do is put in some manual sweat. If you go buy liquid organic fertilizer in the store, it's like $22 a gallon. Well, I got all those 35-gallon drums, and you dilute it like 5 to 1, so I got thousands of gallons of fertilizer for free. That's a big savings on money. The plants love it. My plants are doing really well. So with that said, I decided to do a little short video as I was in the middle of sweating my butt off. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Sam, the Frugal Hugel Gardener. If you like my video, give me a like, give me a share. Come on over to my Facebook page. Come on over to my Facebook group. The link is in the description. Hope to see you there. Okay, hey, you know what time it is? It's bonus footage time. Okay, so I came in with the chainsaw and I cut all those clumps down, as you can see. Look at all that sun these are gonna get. Look at all the sun now those banana plants are gonna get. Now right up in here you can see I cut all these down. Here's the clumps. Notice they're only in clumps, nothing's growing outside the clump. Of course I got some leaning, but they're all cut. I just got to come in here and clean it up. Okay. So that's all nice. I'm going to go ahead and leave those tall. But I'll just come in here with the tractor and pick all these up with my fork. Maybe tomorrow, not today. Okay, so over here by the house, I utilize this for shade. And you can see I cut the clumps. I just got to get in here and clean it. But I use it for shade so elephant ears, comfrey, and other plants could grow. A lot of weeds in there. I got a weed, but that's okay. And on the outside, you can see all this is cut down now. You can see the clumps. Once I clean it up, it's going to look manicured. It's going to look nice. Okay, so that's how it's done. Hope you enjoyed my bonus footage. Click on my group's link below. Come over to my group. Hope to see you there.